Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of our Final Fantasy II HD Pixel Remaster 100% guide. We are still here in Mysidia's Tower. We are progressing forward up to the 8th floor, and we're going to turn back on the encounters just because we're still looking for a particular group of enemies. Hopefully they appear sooner rather than later. But as I say, we're here with Ricard, our last Dragoon, and between all of our characters we're going to get absolutely so many levels, and we're about to get an amazing treasure chest for Tainted with the second best spell in the game. Well, I'd say the top... Sorry, let's rephrase that. I think Holy, Flare, and Ultima hold the top three, like, holy trinity of most powerful spells in the game. I feel like, anyway. So, basically, in a chest in this room, we're going to end up finding Flare, which is brilliant. And obviously, we still have to get a good few more enemies for the bestiary. So, the Spectre and the Wraith and, you know, the Ghasts, very, very easily taken out with a good, strong Holy spell. And then, obviously, Doppelganger, well able just to one punch and utterly destroy the last remaining guy. So, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, no issue whatsoever. I just can't believe we've kind of gotten to this stage, guys, where, like, in Mysidia Tower, we're getting Ultima. Once we get Ultima, we can confront the Emperor. And then it's a really short, like, final boss gauntlet, shall we say, before we finally hit, like, end of the road. The game is completed, you know? And to be honest, the most challenging trophy was the Basilisk. Or, sorry. Let's try that again. The most challenging challenge was basically collecting enemies for the bestiary. So like that, hunting down for basilisks, looking for ice lizards, trying to find certain enemies that were rare spawns, that they were rare encounters. They didn't appear easily. And the most, you know, awful example of that was the Iron Giant, which is so funny because in 10, like, Iron Giants are just so, like, yeah, they appear in the Thunder Plains. But when I say the finale of this game was given an extra hour for me just looking for that one enemy, it's absolutely crazy the amount of time, I won't say wasted, that's a bit of a harsh word on what was done, but like there was so much time spent just trying to find that one Iron Giant. And then you go on Reddit and you hear the horror stories and it's like, oh yeah, I was 8 hours, oh yeah, I was 10 hours, oh yeah, like I've given up on the platinum, this thing never spawns, and I'm just like, oh god. So in that level of hindsight, finding it within an hour isn't anything major. And as I say, a bit like the War Mech in Final Fantasy 1, you know, enemies can flee in this game. So there's also that panic of like, I'm actually so over leveled, what if I immediately encounter it and then it flees? And if it flees, it isn't logged into the bestiary, and oh lord. So much stress. But we do end up finding the ice lizard eventually. And as I say, this is where I kind of slowly cop, okay, actually, if I was just single targeting with Holy, single targeting with Ultima, like, my two casters would just destroy both enemies singly. And it's actually a lot quicker because the AoE spells, you know, they're not actually destroying anything. So, yeah, it was in that moment that I realized, oh, actually, I can just take a single target spell. But speaking of spells, we're after learning Flare, so Tainted can learn that. Absolutely ace amazing. And now I'm like, oh my god, everything's like in the 7, 8s and 9s, you know? But look, it's absolutely grand. She can have all the spells she wants, she's allowed. And then I'm like, yeah, let's have a quick glance over the bestiary. Just showing off all the different enemies that, like that, in Mysidia Tower I have found. The Ice Lizard, yeah, like there's, and there's definitely other places you can find them, but as I say, I'd rather find them when I can and how I can as soon as possible to kind of stop the need for looking for stuff later on, you know? So yeah, that's the bestiary. We have another lovely fight with another Titan. So that'll always be fun to do. And like that, I'm just there like, oh, can I just try and level up Flare a little bit? Because obviously, when the spells are only level 1, they're not going to do tons of damage. But as I say, when you start single targeting, all of a sudden, Recusant's able to fully take out enemies super duper quickly. Got like tons of imps now. We love it. And once again, this is where I literally realize actually if you AoE the different spells, it's just not worth it. The enemies do not die, and then you're literally just left with, oh, your single target fighters are taking out enemies that they probably would have taken out without the spell's chip damage, you know? JK, just kidding. Imps are weak, I guess. Ignore everything that I just said. Oh, I keep then fudging up the controls. That's my bad. Another batch of imps. One holy takes it away. And then we can go further up. God, this tower is just never ending. Oh my lord. Got more basilisks. We love to see it. We also love to see that Flare is just getting more and more powerful by the second. An auto battle is such a good, handy quality of life fixture, to be honest. Flare is now leveled up. We love to see it. And then we just progress around to keep on trying to find all the treasure chests. Oh, let's use Cure. And I think it's so scary how easy it is to just, in quick menuing, accidentally forget your 16th level spells. It's kind of crazy. Got ourselves a cross. Got ourselves a bunch of Zombinos. Got another Flare level. It's all happening in this house. White Dragon, we love to see it. And like, I love how the dragons are evil but the wyverns are good. Like we had dragoons that hunt dragons on the back of wyverns. It makes sense, I guess, question mark. Oh, black robes, looking nice, looking nice. Let's grab those. All treasure chests in Mysidia Tower, let's go. Absolutely brilliant. We can just like speed run to the end now. Happy days. So it's not the first door. Let's try the third door. No, I said third door. Oh wait, no. The second door was right. Whoopsies. Oh my god, Minwu. I've been waiting for you, recusant. They've managed to reach the seal that's binding and appears to be extremely strong. I will concentrate every bit of my power on the door, and if it's enough, the seal should shatter. Everyone, stand back. Minwoo, no! Go through the door. You must take Ultima. Do not grieve. This is my destiny. Minwoo! I will say this about Final Fantasy II, like, oh my god, they kill off characters left and right. Like, this is the equivalent of, like, in Final Fantasy X, Donna dead, Isaru dead, like any side character we seem to come in contact with, they die. But anyway, what you're able to do is you're able to talk to these other crystals that are around the side of the big gold crystal, and it will increase your stats. So you'll get a strength boost, you'll touch the other crystal, and you'll say, I'll bestow you with the solitude of earth. So that's going to be like defense or spirit. Nice. Let's see if I can guess this one. You are bestowed with the swiftness of the brisk wind. That has to be speed or agility. Yep. So we've wind, earth, fire. This must be water then, is it? Yeah, the sparkling clarity of water. Nice. And then in the center, we have the Ultima Tome. And just like my poll said, we're going to give Ultima to Tainted. We are now bestowed with the ultimate magic. We've obtained the Ultima Tome. And we can step on this lovely teleport pad and make our way back to the outside of Mysidian Tower. And once again, I'm just like, oh my god, gotta check everything. Gotta make sure we're golden. But yeah, absolutely amazing. We're going to teach that to Tainted eventually. She'll have the ultimate magic. The literal spell tome that literally took a man's life in order to open the seal to reach it. Aside from the fact that we had to literally fight and destroy 4 different Gigas monsters just to even make it to the sealed door. Absolutely wild, the amount of defenses that area had. But remember I said last episode, make sure you check out these smaller areas, because unfortunately, with the unsealing of Ultima, we have kind of caused a natural disaster. Either that or the Empire has caused a natural disaster, I don't quite really know. But basically there's a gigantic tornado that has just blown through the central continent and has destroyed pretty much everything in its wake. And now we're at the stage where I just was showing you that even though we're in the simple area, we're getting werepanthers and frickin' soldiers and stuff like that. So, you know, stuff has gotten way more advanced and difficult. And as you can see, we have a big cyclone happening outside of the Kingdom of Fynn. So we are basically going to have to try and find something to ride the winds of chaos and make our way into this torrent of terror. I think torrent is another word for wind, right? Well, tornado of terror. A torrent of wind? I don't know, is torrent only for water? I'm not sure. But regardless, what I am sure of is that we need to have a little resty boo, a little lie down, a little chill out, a little healy up of our MP and HP. And then we gotta go see the princess. We gotta be like, girlo. There be towns like Little Altier just completely destroyed. Completely shooketh and ruined by this crazy tornado that's happening. We love DJ Strength nearly being at absolute max, absolute king energy, top tier lad. But yeah, we have to leave the town and then like venture into the castle by going to the castle itself. Let's go see the princess. It's like, Hilda, we've gotten the Ultima magic. The cyclone will kill us all if we haven't the chance to use it. Unless we can sprout wings and fly, I don't see how we can get into that cyclone. Layla is by the princess, so that's also good to know. In hindsight, I probably should have spoken to her. Been like, hey, hope I didn't just leave you inside that Leviathan. That would have been bad out of me. But I mean, us and the captain's relationship has been like rocky this whole time. I mean, girl did try and steal all our stuff the first day we met. It's a tenuous relationship we have, really. Oh, yeah, up this way. And now that we have Ricard, our lovely dragoon, and we also have an amulet from another dragoon, previously deceased, we can use this mirror and we can use the key item of the pendant with Ricard to actually summon that dragoon or that wyvern egg from the depths of the cave. And it's basically going to fly over to Flynn and allow us to enter the cyclone and stop it. The image of the young wyvern shimmers. The last wyvern egg has hatched and it's making its way to Flynn. Little baby! Come on, little guy. Even though you're like ginormous, you're the exact same size as the castle. Oh my god. Ah! Sweet boy. Hello, baby. The wyvern and dragoon are together once more. Birth of a wyvern. Achievement unlocked. And now basically we're going to be able to walk our way in to that cyclone. And then if we actually ask about the cyclone, Paul is like, oh my god, are you guys crazy? You're going to like jump into a cyclone? You guys are mad. I have hidden so many rare things in my house. Please take them. And then he says it's over by the bed. So when we go to the wall by the bed, we unlock a secret chamber and we find 8 treasure chests. Doesn't even really matter what's in there, like elixirs, amazing stuff, silver cuirasses. But the most important thing for me is we have now completely completed Flynn's treasure chest quota. At the very, very start of the game, when we had headed into the bar and we had those 3 treasure chests, we had 11 in total. I was like, listen, don't worry, we haven't missed any chests. It's all because, you know, when you go there before going into the cyclone, you'll get the cachet of materials from Paul before we set out. So now that Flynn is fully done with treasure, it's just the case of, once again, say it with me, being careful whenever you go to any dungeon that you kind of collect everything the first day that you're in that dungeon. Because, for the cyclone at least, like other ones, this is a one-visit situation. So make sure when we're in the cyclone, we don't leave cyclone until we've every single treasure chest, because they can be missed. So we get a ride from the wyvern as well. That's super freaking awesome. But the cyclone's kind of going a bit crazy. Oh no. Hold on to your hats. We're going to head over to Oz. And as it turns out, the cyclone seems to be a flying fortress. for the Empire. So they weren't able to keep their juggernaut, so they then just made an entire castle that flies. Kinda crazy. It makes sense though why they didn't want the wyverns alive, why they took such extreme measures to get rid of them all, because obviously their flying castle is impervious to assault. If only on the back of a wyvern you'd be able to even get there. So only for Rickard we wouldn't be able to finish the game, so good on him. As I say, we're kind of looking for new enemies. So we have the Vampire Lady. Very, very dangerous enemy, and this is where we need to not be multi-targeting. Thankfully, we get rid of the Vampire Lady, but like a very, very strong enemy. Do not underestimate it. It's scary, scary strong. Once again, we've more duplicate encounters. We don't necessarily need that. Come on. Just show me new encounters that I haven't had yet. Oh, great. Another Vampire Lady. Hi, hi, hi. So as you can see, there's two different stairwells up. So we're going to have to be very, very, a lot of back and forth in this area, just because you'll have to go up one stairs, but to come down and go up a different stairs, but you're going up that stairs to get a treasure, because obviously you need to have all the treasures. So yeah, there's going to be a little bit of back and forth with this episode and this particular dungeon, I suppose. Oh my god, vampire girls, leave me alone. I was not enticed by the Lamia Queen. I am less enticed by you. Going up here to the second floor. We encounter a wood golem, so at least that's a new enemy. Flare is getting more and more powerful, but then I realized, oh, I didn't actually teach Tainted Ultima. And like perhaps Ultima should be starting to be leveled here. Like the more battles we don't have Ultima in, the less powerful Ultima is going to be, because we're not actually leveling it up, which is unfortunate. More cockatrices. We love being able to be petrified instantly. That's not our greatest fear ever. We got the Ripper chest. The chest contained the Ripper sword, I believe. Very, very nice. All stuff we fought before, but like we might as well just get rid, you know? Oh, go on, Tainted. Flare it up. More vampires. Oh my god, it just never ends. Ooh, a Lamia and not a Lamia Queen. So that's another new enemy for our lovely beastry. Yeah, you see, if we were single targeting, more than likely the flare would just actually work and KO the enemy instantly. So if you want my hindsight advice, don't AoE unless you know the AoE of like 7 or 8 people is going to be quicker than just you're in a group of 3 enemies, and if you just single targeted, you would take them out within 4 turns, you know? Or sorry, within 2 turns. It's really annoying like that. Yeah, it takes me so long to realize actually single targeting is just quicker, because we're not taking out multiple enemies all at once. And it stops making the mages seem weak as well, you know? Got a nice poison axe, well done. Once again, if you were hard done by with the acid or the fire, you can use electricity to lower your hit points to let you max level your healing. But like realistically guys, a single target Holy would have taken out that Naga creature, and a single target Flare and maybe a punch from DJ if Tainted didn't have the firepower yet. But come on, stop multi-targeting me, Recusant. It does not help. Going back and up this way then. Oh, wood golems, we don't need you now. Oh, single target Recusant, come on. When it comes to later episodes, guys, these golems are going to be essential to leveling our weapons proficiencies. As you can see, our spear already leveled, but when it gets to us maxing it to 16, we're going to be using more powerful versions of the golems to take this. We're doing it. Tainted has learned Ultima, and so now what's going to be fun is we're going to get some random encounters just to level that up. Let's see how it looks, guys. Single target. Oh, I skipped it. Oh no. Well, we're definitely going to see Ultima being used in the boss fights. But yeah, at lower levels it's just like a little drop of powerful energy. But as it levels up, look. As it levels up, it's going to get more and more of like a shockwave effect, you know. But yeah, Holy's looking pretty slick. Ultima leveled up again. Like, Tainted's going to get this in the bag. But come here, guys. I am going to just pause the video here. We'll finish off the rest of the tornado in a bit. But I have been the RPG Recusant. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode today. Hope you guys enjoyed. We're getting to level up Ultima now. We're after reuniting Dragoon and the Wyvern. It's all been super good. So please leave a comment on what event this episode was your highlight. And until the next episode, I will talk to you next time. Have a good one.